Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. As Nigerians, Christians all over Nigeria is celebrating Christmas, yet Aso Rock is in serious health crisis. And this crisis still have to do with the pandemic that is rocking the entire world right now. Lai Mohammed has been mentioned as one of those that have been hit by the pandemic, with some other presidential officials. You're going to hear their names in a jiffy. The big question is, what is their state of health right now? But we're going to give you details of all of this in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. The fourth wave of the coronavirus pandemic has hit Nigerian presidential villa as many aides of President Muhammad Buhari and top officials of government have reportedly contacted the virus. According to Premium Time, the Nigerian government is keeping a sealed lips on the matter, even as several journalists and media houses have been advised against reporting the surge in the infection at the villa. It was gathered that apart from the permanent secretary in the State House, Tijani Umar, the president aide-de-camp, Yusuf Dodo, his chief security officer, Aliyu Musa, and his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Shehu, whose results were confirmed positive during the week. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, was also down with the virus. Some of the infected officials, including Shehu, source disclosed, were taken out of the cabinet meeting on Wednesday when the result of their polymerase chain reaction test came back positive. Gaba, who confirmed that he was afflicted by the mild variants of the pandemic, in a text message shared on Saturday, said he had no confirmation of other cases mentioned to him. He added that he was already fit, claiming he just finished his physical exercise when called, but that it would require scientific evidence to he no longer have the virus. In a message, it read thus: I have no confirmation of the cases you mentioned, but yes, I have been afflicted by the mild variant of the COVID-19. I felt okay from the beginning, maybe because one had received all 3 jabs, and right now I feel 100%. I just finished my hour-long running exercise. But the strange thing about this ailment is that it is the scientists, not you, that will say you are okay. Right now, I'm taking my prescription and isolating, and would go back for a test to ascertain if the virus is still here or it has left me. Thanks for your goodwill. Effort to get the reaction of Gaba's colleague and special advisor on media and publicity to the president, Femi Adesina, on the matter were unsuccessful, as his phone indicated busy when called many times, and he also did not reply to a message sent to him. On his part, the special assistant to the president on digital and new media, Tolu Ogunlesi, said he could not comment on the matter. Effort to reach the information minister, Mr. Mohammed, also yielded no positive result, as his phone line was not available for more than 24 hours, while his aide, Shehu Adeyemi, neither picked his calls nor replied to a message sent to him. However, reliable sources confirmed that Mohammed and other affected officials are currently in isolation and are receiving medical attention. It was understood that due to the high number of officials affected by the pandemic, governance may have been affected at the center. Sources who do not want to be quoted for fear of sanctions said that the decision to shut down the offices of the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, earlier in the week was not unconnected to the huge number of officials at the State House that were already confirmed positive for the virus. The special advisor on media to Mrs. Buhari, Aliyu Abdullah, he said, though the situation was not part of the reason advanced for the area closure in the statement issued, it would also not be unconnected to it. He, however, declined to either confirm or deny the matter, saying the president's wife may have taken the decision to avoid the spread of the virus. Asked if the virus scare was part of the reason for the earlier closure of the president's wife's office, Mr. Abdullahi, after much hesitation, said, well, I think that it is part of the reason, though it wasn't stated in the release announcing the closure, but that would be part of the reason. But this is also a holiday time, and so the First Lady may have felt that the office should close either to avoid a widespread. However, Abdullahi said in his statement, never meant that, I'll take that again, saying, however, Abdullahi said in his statement, never meant that he confirmed that anyone has contracted the virus, adding that he didn't have such information. Wow, I mean, this is a serious one, hitting the presidency this much. And I know that with what has just happened, it will affect the entire running of, the current administration. But then let's just look at what Nigerians have to say. This one here says, if true, they should never survive it. That one says, that person says Buhari should be the first to be infected. I don't know. Another person here says, how is it that all of the president's aide have the virus, but the president does not? Viruses do not act in this manner. The truth will shortly be revealed. How does viruses act? Guys, this one said, when Donald Trump resisted the deep state Luciferian, whatever, I don't understand what the guy is saying there. This one said, I agree with you that this issue is serious. Another person here says, Abba Kyari is waiting for them all. The earlier they depart, the sooner for Nigeria and their country. This one said, God is not more. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall he reap. Another person here said, from the look of it, the pandemic is having a whale of a time in Aso Rock. This one here says, from all appearances, the pandemic and its many variants are having a great time in the country. Another person says, I hope they all recover. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. I mean, this issue is not new. If you've been listening to the news, especially outside the shores of the country, you also agree with me that other countries do have the same issues. We've seen cases where presidents were hit by it, and with what has just happened, we cannot precisely tell what the situation is like. But I know so well that most of those guys, talking about the officials in the State House, most of them have already taken their vaccines. So it will be difficult for anything negative to happen to them. We know that this infection will come and will go at a point, but then we do not know what the position of the likes of Lai Mohammed is, because he has not responded. But we'll keep you posted with whatever thing that comes up. But go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position on the widespread of this pandemic in